Guess I could put my traps on the survivors' heads too.
And here are the results.
Oh wow, those are amazing results. Can I test your head for my trap idea?
No.
Okay.
Let's keep the game going with other Fog Whisperers and friends.
The what?
各位物中人，你们好，我是来自中国的物语者 M Kenny， 我是一个人类杀手双边玩家，最喜欢的人类角色是小黑妹 Cloudette， 最喜欢的杀手角色是灵妹。我是从2016年夏天开始玩《黎明杀机》这款游戏的，年末开始做直播以及视频相关的内容。从 1.0.0 4个人类3个杀手的版本开始到现在，不知不觉也已经过了5年了。那么在陪着杀机一路成长的过程中呢，我也认识了很多本来根本就没有任何交集的朋友。那么我在这里要问观众的问题就是：你玩《黎明杀机》已经多久了呢？0到1年、2年、3年还是4年以上？最后，我想感谢粉丝们一直以来的支持，还有现在还在坚持玩《黎明杀机》的中国玩家。当然，还要感谢5年来一直不断提供优质内容给我们玩的制作组。《黎明杀机》5周岁生日快乐！《黎明杀机》天下第一，我们迷雾里见。
Salut les amis, c'est Sopalin. Je suis un Fog Whisperer français. Je fais des live Twitch ainsi que des vidéos YouTube sur Dead by Daylight. Aujourd'hui, j'ai une question très importante à vous poser. Si vous êtes tueur et que vous vous faites flasher par un survivant, qu'est-ce que vous faites? Choix numéro 1, vous levez la tête. Choix numéro 2, vous baissez la tête. Choix numéro 3, vous faites un tour sur vous-même. Choix numéro 4, vous vous laissez flasher. Je tenais à vous remercier énormément. Mes viewers, mes followers, merci énormément d'être présents. Grâce à vous, je suis Fog Whisperer et vous me voyez sur ce live. Donc je vous en remercie énormément. Un gros remerciement également aux développeurs de Dead by Daylight qui me permettent aujourd'hui de vous parler et de faire ce que je fais, de vivre de ma passion. Merci beaucoup à tout le monde. Et surtout, je souhaite à tous et à toutes de passer un très bon 5e anniversaire de Dead by Daylight. 5 ans de DBD. Magnifique. 5 ans. Félicitations et surtout, merci tout le monde.
Hi everyone, Fog Whisperer Frisk here. I'm mainly a Dead by Daylight content creator here on Twitch. So when I'm not breaking ankles or taking killers on joyrides, you might recognize me from possibly hosting stuff. I've hosted Twitch Rivals as well as some Twitch Weekly, and I also do voice acting stuff, with my latest thing being the voice of Elodie for Salmonation. So chat, I have a question for you. Be honest with me. Did you hit your last skill check? Let us know in the polls in chat, with option 1 being yes or option 2 being no. Special thank you to the Dead by Daylight team for everything that they continue to do for the Dead by Daylight community, and I'm excited to see where the rest of the year takes us. Happy 5th anniversary, Dead by Daylight. I'll see you in the fog.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Yo soy Menos13, streamer de variedad en español y entre esa variedad también streameo DBD, un juego que disfruto ya desde hace mucho tiempo. Y tengo una pregunta para vosotros, tengo una pregunta para la audiencia. Imaginad que suena un sonido de skill check, ¿vale? ¿Qué hacéis? 1, apretáis espacio. 2, apretáis LT. Apretáis L1 o paniqueáis, entráis en pánico. Yo un poco la cuarta opción, aunque más que en pánico entro en modo concentración a tope. Da igual lo que esté haciendo, mirando al chat, mirando para allá, hablando... No, me callo, o sea, es como automático, ¿no os pasa? Quiero aprovechar para agradecerle a mi comunidad el apoyo que me dan. Muchísimas gracias también a los desarrolladores por todo lo que hacéis también y por contar con nosotros para estas cosas. Y feliz aniversario, que no se cumplen 5 años todos los días.
Hello there, darlings. It's me, dear Fog Whisperer and Drag Extraordinaire. I have a question for you. Who would win RuPaul's Drag Race? Would it be Ace? Or David King? Or Felix? Or the Blight? I personally believe that it would probably have to go to the Blight, because not only are they cutthroat, they are very good at competitions. But what would you say? thank you so much, Behavior, for including me in this amazing event. I am so proud of being a Fog Whisperer. I wouldn't be able to play this amazing game without the community having my back and rallying me up when I play as the pig to slash survivors down. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Happy 5th anniversary. Have fun.
Hello friends, this is Odds, like for real, and it's an honor to grow as a person and as a content creator alongside Dead by Daylight, the game we all love in our own unique ways. Before I go though, I have a question for you. If Dead by Daylight was some kind of game show and you could take home one parting gift, which one of these 4 would you choose? A pallet, a totem, a crow, or a generator? I know which one I would pick. You go and vote in the poll and let me know. Enjoy the anniversary. Mwah.
I need to use them again. Oh, Dwight!
Tengo caída equilibrada. Tengo caída. ¡Ah! ¡Ah! ¡Ah!
We saw him walk over in that direction. Fuck! Holy shit, that scared the shit out of me! Not like this! Not he's gonna give me the no-nos! Oh, come on! Why are the 2 traps? What the fuck? Who the fuck? Don't you know me? Dear God!
C'est juste ça, bordel de merde, pourquoi elle a pas de rayon de terreur cette folle? Mais quoi? On est d'accord qu'elle avait pas de rayon de terreur? What the fuck?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our 5th year celebration. How crazy is that? A huge thank you to our fans, the people who've been with us for years. 5 years of going from humble beginnings to 5 years down the line, being re-reviewed by the likes of IGN and GameSpot, giving us a 9 out of 10 by being the greatest asymmetrical multiplayer out there. 5 years from our humble beginnings to today. A huge welcome to our old friends who've been with us for so long. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for being with us and supporting us. And to all of our new friends out there, people who might be joining us for the first time, welcome. Grab a log by the campfire and enjoy the show. Now join me on a stroll down memory lane. Behavior's been making games for about 30 years, mostly for other people, licenses, other publishers and developers. But all of us on the team, we have our own stories we want to tell. And one of those stories that we've been wanting to tell for a long time is the story of this fantasy, being a villain in a horror movie. Way back when, a decade or so ago, people were telling us horror doesn't sell. I mean, unless you're like the big ones, like Silent Hill or Resident Evil, but really, don't even try. So we tried. We didn't give up. We released one as a comedic twist on this called Naughty Bear. If you don't know Naughty Bear, go check it out. It's magical. A little later on, though, we had one of our designers come up with a little prototype, a very simple hide-and-seek thing with someone trying to hide and do a thing, and someone else trying to catch them and finish the game. And it was so good. It was pure thumb candy. And we figured that by slapping on that skin of the 70s, 80s horror slasher flick, we were onto something remarkable. So we put the old band back together. We went and get Ash and Dave and Phil, and we put a team of about 30 talented, special people on it. And in June of 2016, Dead by Daylight came to be. One of the first key moments for us happened just a little before launch. So the first Halloween before launch, we showed it internally to the rest of the behavior people. I remember we put the killer on the big screen and we put the survivors in a different room and we had people play the game and there was a lot of excitement and it was really cool. And then we put the survivor on the big screen and people went a little nuts and we saw the crowd really gather and root for the little guy to survive. And we realized at that point that not only was Dead by Daylight going to be a great game, but it was going to make for an amazing show. And it led to us developing a close and really rewarding relationship with our content creators around the world. They helped make Dead by Daylight the success that it is today, and it really feels satisfying to be able to say that today we've made some good friends because of that. The next Halloween, after launch, when we added Michael Myers and Laurie Strode to the game from the original 1978 movie Halloween. At first, you know, we shipped the game with 2 killers and 4 survivors. Today, now, 5 years down the line, we have 24 killers and 27 survivors. We've managed to build a world that is so rich, so deep, dripping with story, so that all of these other legends of horror, those iconic characters from all different medias, were able to come into the game, and our own original content can stand proudly side by side with the likes of Freddy Krueger and Ghostface. Today, we're very proud to say that Dead by Daylight is now the Hall of Fame of horror. One thing that may have taken us by surprise a little bit is the depth of passion that our fans have shown us around the world. I am lucky enough that I was part of the delegation that was sent to meet people and to represent Dead by Daylight around the world, and we've met some crazy passionate fans out there, and thank you for that. I have seen firsthand the love, the support, the passion that unites people from everywhere around the world with that crazy game that we've made. One of the things I think that led to that is probably our creative team's talent and skill and the dedication of their research to try to find universal bits of horror. And whether they get inspired by the folklore or mythology that lives under your bed, it still shows that what scares you can scare anybody else. Horror and fear are universal, and it brings people together. And that is kind of magical. Now, after all these years, the team has grown close together. And the people around the game, we're now over 300 people at Behavior working on this. There's people all around the world that are our collaborators, our partners. We've made more friends and you know, partners than I can count. We've also had more inside jokes than I can count. Maybe one day we'll tell you what really is at the bottom of that campfire. Maybe one day we'll explain why the jar of salty lips. And maybe you'll learn who is Jean-Marc Nelly. In the meantime, since I have an opportunity here, I would like to address something. At PAX a couple of years ago, I think it was in 2017, a journalist asked me about the state of the game, and they asked me about the team. And I answered them. Well, we were having some technical difficulties at the time. It was a bit of a rough patch, I won't lie. But I answered them saying that I thought we had done a pretty good job so far. And for some reason, these words stuck. People started using them willy-nilly. They started attaching these words to many, many things. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I love this team, and I love the work, the skill, the passion that has gone into it. I love this game. And if someone was to ask me again the same question, I do believe I would tell them again, I think we've done a pretty good job so far.
The choices you make as you travel into the fog are of the utmost importance. Now you go. Make that choice. Type the number 1 or the number 2 into the chat. Whispers heard, and you will be rewarded.
Hey horror fam, Darren Bousman here, director of the previous Saw films and the all-new Spiral from the Book of Saw in theaters right now. I just want to take a moment and celebrate with everyone the 5-year anniversary for Dead by Daylight. Congratulations to the Behavior team. We are all incredibly happy that Saw gets to be part of your legacy. The game continues. Cheers.
YouTube の方でデッドバイデイライトを中心にゲーム実況動画生配信をさせていただいております。日本のフォグウィスパラーの一人、柏木ベルクラでございます。よろしくお願いします。そして視聴者の皆さんに質問です。もしあなたが霧の世界に連れ去られたとしたら、儀式に何を持っていきますか？ 1. 懐中電灯、2. 医療キット、3. 工具箱、そして4が鍵となってます。5周年ですよ。デッドバイデイライトが何千本も動画をアップロードしてきたんですけども、このデッドバイデイライトと一緒に5年共に歩めたことがね、めちゃくちゃ光栄です。本当に5周年おめでとうございます。
Hey everyone, my name is Meg Turney. I'm a cosplayer and a Dead by Daylight streamer, and my question for the audience is, which cosplay would make you cross the street on Halloween night? Is it 1, the Huntress, 2, the Wraith, 3, the Clown, or 4, the Doctor? For me, definitely the Doctor. I don't know how you would do those eyepieces, but I don't want to be anywhere near that. No, thank you. Ugh. Did you agree with me? What do you guys think? Let us know. And of course, thank you so much to both the Dead by Daylight community and the devs. I've been so excited to be part of this community, and it's been a wonderful 5 years. Happy 5th anniversary, and here's to many more.
Come play the piano! Music, you know how I love music. Play the piano. Yes? Well done.
Alright, well, if I'm gonna fucking be the Pyramid Head, I'm gonna play Pyramid Head. Let me get the head and start! I still can't see. Okay.
Hey. If you have cocks up. Wait!
Get her!
Not that!
Go! Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
One of you's not gonna make it out. No! He really wanted you to win.
Look, it's Romero. This is me. This is me right now.
And I'm Meg. See?
Come here. Hey. Oh god. I take it back.
You just got spirited away. Oh no! Ah!
joining my Dead by Daylight workout series. All right, we're gonna start off with point at the killer. Point, point. Get off the couch and let's crouch. And pump, and pump. Don't be afraid. Use those legs just like before.
What is this? What is this? No, hold on. Oh! Oh! It's Resident Evil! It's coming to Dead by Daylight! Oh my god, bro! What? Yo! 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 Fuck out of here! Yo! 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 No! 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 I don't even care! I don't even care about nothing else in the stream! Resident Evil is coming to fucking Dead by Daylight. I don't care about shit else in this. Nah, bruh. Nah. No.
On behalf of everybody here at Behavior, congratulations on 25 years. Over the years, our very own multiplayer
DBD chapter win. I'm telling you, the fucking 5-year anniversary. Hello.
On behalf of everybody here at Behavior, congratulations.
You're fucking shitting me, right? You're like, that's not real. This isn't actually happening, right? What the fuck? I knew it!
Congratulations on 25 years of horror.
Oh my god. Resident Evil 25th Anniversary DVD Umbrella Charm exclusive chapter item, June 2021.
Hi. On behalf of everybody here at Behavior, congratulations on 25 years of horror.
Hey you, thank you for joining us today for this very special celebration. So we are proud and happy to finally be able to reveal the content of the Resident Evil chapter and be part of the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil. As you may know, the team's been hard at work on the graphical rework over the last year, and that's why we couldn't add any new map to the game. That's going to change with the Resident Evil chapter. So on the chapter release, you'll be able to visit the Raccoon City Police Department. So first of all, I have to say that the map is absolutely gorgeous. The teams put great effort to recreate the map from the remake of Resident Evil 2 and 3. So you'll see some iconic locations such as the main hall, the archive, the STARS office, and others in there. It's truly amazing. Like if you played the remake, you can actually navigate around the map and recognize it perfectly. Of course, there's also going to be a twist in there since the entity is doing its own nightmarish version of it. All right, let's talk about characters now. There is a lot of very interesting characters in the Resident Evil franchise. It was very difficult to choose just one survivor, and that's why you're getting two for this chapter. The first one is Jill Valentine, the brilliant STARS agent. Her unique perk will highlight her intensive training and her high adaptability in impossible situations. The second survivor is Leon S. Kennedy. Leon's been having the worst first day at work ever, and it's not going to be better in the realm of the entity. His unique perk are going to highlight his dedication to other, his resilience, and his goal-driven personality. There's also something really special about one of his perks. It will add a new type of gameplay to Dead by Daylight. With this perk, and under a certain condition, you will be able to spawn a unique item, a flashbang, inside the match. So that's an item you don't need to equip in your loadout before the match. It's something that you will create within the match you're in. Okay, let's talk about the killer now. So again, there's a lot of different monsters we could have used out of the Resident Evil franchise, but we chose the classic tyrant, the Nemesis. The Nemesis power is called T-Virus. With his special tentacle attack, the Nemesis is able to infect survivors. Infected survivors are going to be sick. They will cough, they will vomit, so they're going to be easier to spot. And they also become vulnerable to the next tentacle attack, which will not infect them, but will damage them instead. For each infected survivor, the Nemesis power grows, and his tentacle gain more reach. So he'll be able to attack over pallets, over vaults, and in some tricky places on the maps. But there's a way to get out of this infection for survivors. There are some vaccines around the map that can be used to get out of this infection. But there is a limited quantity, so make sure that you absolutely need it before taking it. The Nemesis unique perks will make you feel like an unstoppable hunter that can use both brains and brawn to cause panic amongst the survivor ranks. On top of that, for the first time ever, this killer is assisted by AI characters. So we are adding zombies to the maps when you are facing the Nemesis. Zombies are patrolling the area, and survivors need to be careful of both Nemesis and them so that they don't get bitten and infected by the zombies. That's it. That's the content of the Resident Evil chapter. So I hope that you are as excited as we are to see the Resident Evil content inside Dead by Daylight. I sure am. I mean, this has been a dream come true. I played these games so much, I still have the original copy of Resident Evil 2 from my teens. So you'll be able to experience this chapter in the PTB, which will be right after this event. And it will also come out June 15th. So mark your calendar. So I just want to finish by saying thank you to all of our community for staying around with us and having fun with us. And I wish you a happy 5th anniversary.
So I'm so pleased to be with you, Justine, today to talk about this part of the broadcast on the roadmap for Dead by Daylight for year 6. So we're going to present the new DLC and the new maps for next year. We're also going to talk about the 4 tomes for the archive that come in next. And we will finish with the 4 pillars of Dead by Daylight and all the features that comes along with them. We're starting very high as well this year with a unique and incredible license. I'm so pleased to work on Resident Evil, and we can't wait to see that DLC out and see the player having fun with this. Obviously, I cannot say anything about the other DLC, top secret.
It's fine. We'll spill the beans at a later date for sure.
But something that I can say is we are going to release a total of 4 killer, 5 and not 4 survivors, and also 2 new maps.
I think that's going to be really cool. I think all of this is going to be some pretty exciting content for all of our players coming out. Because there's not only that. I mean, we've also, like you said, we've got 4 tomes. Our players now expect us to have 1 new tome every mid-chapter with a new survivor story, a new killer story, a story about the observer. And we want to keep on telling these as time goes on. The more original characters we create, the more stories that we have to tell.
You want to know more about this character.
Exactly, and like we've got some ways to tell this that I think we haven't even been able to show yet. So I'm really curious to see what we can actually do and how the players react to everything. Because the lore in Dead by Daylight it's rich, and we just want to be able to show as much of it as we can. And we also have all the events that we want to be doing. We have an upcoming anniversary event that actually, if the players stick around, they're going to see more about that later. I'll be coming back. We have our Halloween event that is always so much fun to do. Always a lot of work, but absolutely worth it. And just to recap on something that we mentioned during the archives anniversary, and I believe it was a blog post, we are always going to focus on these events as the big ones during the year because we want them always to be big. These are the moments for our community where we want them to celebrate together and realize that, look, this is Dead by Daylight's time. Come celebrate with us. This year is going to be no exception. I think we're going to deliver on a really big anniversary, a really amazing Halloween event that's coming.
Oh, nice.
And that doesn't mean we're ignoring any of the other smaller ones. We still want to do something for winter. We want to do something for lunar. But there's something built on a smaller scale. But it's still going to be a great reason to come back into the game and enjoy DBD. So after all that, I think it's really worth looking at what we actually have coming in year 6 with our pillars.
So we have 4 pillars that help us to create the roadmap for Dead by Daylight. The first one is the first step into the fog. This is all the features that are here for the first moment you enter into the game as a player. Then the second one is the game house. Game house is really important for us. It's really everything that is optimization, bug fix, and stabilization for the game. The third one is the realm beyond. And this is a work of visual update that we're starting to year 5. And the final one is live design.
I think all that stuff is super interesting for us to be going into and to even dive in further so everyone knows what's going on. For the first steps into the fog, we know with Resident Evil, tons of new players are going to be coming into this game. If I was a Resident Evil fan that hadn't heard of Dead by Daylight, I know I'm going to be checking it out. So we've really taken a look at our entire tutorial process, every way that we teach players how to play Dead by Daylight, and tried to identify what we need to fix or what we need to improve. DBD, honestly, it's a very complex game. We know we don't do necessarily the best job of teaching people, but I think we've made a great improvement. And the first step to that is by reworking the tutorial itself. So from the moment that player actually steps into the game, we're gonna really guide them through. This is what you need to learn. Then we actually have some bot matches for you to play.
Bot matches
are brand new, and I think it's going to be a very nice, safe way for players to actually learn how to play. And we're going to be giving you some amazing rewards as you go along the entire thing. On top of that, we're looking at other things that have been, like barriers, I would say, for players getting even deeper into the game. And we're talking like matchmaking being, too long, and so we're trying to find ways.
Yeah,
to
that's a
fix
big
it.
one.
It's it's not easy. I think you can say.
Yeah.
So what we're really looking into is ways to incentivize players to maybe play a role that has like less weight or more of a need at that current point in time. If maybe you're a killer player, but we need more survivors at that time, then we'll offer you some incentive to actually go play that. On top of all that, I mean, we're constantly working on the matchmaking in the background, trying to find ways to optimize it to get you into matches faster. And the more matches you play, I think the more that you'll actually experience, sadly, with any live game, some toxicity. What we're actually working on for this is the auto ban feature. So at the end of every match, in the tally screen, there's this option where you can report a player for some negative behavior, applaud them for doing something well. And right now, this is our customer support team that is looking over it, manually. What we're doing with this change is this is going into an automated system. If players receive a certain amount of negative reports, we are going to take action, and we're going to let you know that your report is actually having an effect on this, and we're going to thank you for it. All of this is really great for our players, but I know 5 years on, some things in Dead by Daylight, like the news, are still in English. That's going to change.
Nice. That's a big improvement.
I think so. I mean, even not everyone at our office is super great in English. People around the world. We're spreading even more community managers around the world to create more communities where you can engage with. It's just as important that we do this in our game as well. So as soon as you start the game, you have your language available to you.
We'll finally have the news in French. That's cool.
The next step after that is really making sure that we stomp as many bugs as possible in our game, and we take a look at game health.
For a game as Dead by Daylight, which has been out for 5 years now, it's always a challenge to find the right balance between creating new content or maintaining and improving the existing mechanics. For the first years of Dead by Daylight, we put more time and resources into creating new content because the goal was to create a rich and deep experience for the players. But now, recently, we've adjusted our roadmap because we have a lot of content that we need to support, and we've decided to improving what we have mostly.
Yeah, I think that's really a really important thing. It's good that we're taking time for it, because a lot of our earlier content, I think it was great to bring everyone together. But eventually there's kind of a maintenance cost. You need to make sure all this new content is working together properly, and that there's no issues going on.
So we have two ways of doing it. The first one is really looking at the game and see what we can do to improve it in terms of stabilization, optimization, gameplay fixes as well, but also making the game less exploitable. So that's a big chunk of things. But on the other hand, there is something that we need to take care of. We need to look at our internal processes and make sure that internally we can also improve as well as the game. And for that, as an example, we've decided recently to migrate the user interface of the game to a technology that is called UMG. It's the UI manager of Unreal. And the idea here is to stop working on outdated technology. And we take this opportunity to redo all our screens to also make them more performant, more modern, so we can have more features as well in the future.
I think that's going to be great, just because once that's done, every screen is going to feel fresher, and it's going to allow us to do so many more things. And I mean, speaking as a product manager, I'm pretty excited for what new things we can actually bring into the game.
Obviously, it's a long-term process. We need to keep the effort on the stabilization, on the new technology things. But we hope that in the next releases that will be out for year 6, you will be able, as a player, to see more stabilization and only concentrate on the fun for the game. And talking about keeping and maintaining what is already there, what are coming up next for the visual update and the Realm Beyond?
So for the Realm Beyond, I think this is something that a lot of our players were really excited about when they heard about it a year ago or so when we started. It feels like it's been an eternity. This is really the project of overhauling everything in DBD to bring it to the level of all of the current content. Because it's been around for 5 years, right? And let's just say, Dwight needs a fresh coat of paint. Him and the others and then all the maps and everything, they've been around for quite some time. I think they need to be shown some love and really brought up to today's standards. I'm loving everything the team is able to do for this. And for those who are really just joining us or don't know what the Realm Beyond is, it is more or less that, just taking any old maps, old animations, reworking this, maybe adding in new ones to make something make more sense, like repairing a generator. It used to be the same animation no matter where you are. Now, every side is something new, and that was something really cool and immersive.
It feels more realistic.
It
you
it
can
feels
believe
great.
it, actually.
Like you might be a little bit more immersed and forget the killer is coming to get you, but I think that's the point. So on top of all of this, we're starting to look at some survivor reworks. So I think we've already shown off a few of them, but a lot of our newer survivors are very highly detailed, and we wanted to take the time to revisit some other ones and rework them a bit. We're aiming to really make them recognizable, but allow more flexibility with the actual visuals and just more detail overall. So on your current gen systems, it doesn't look like you're playing something from a few gens ago. Not that I'm talking about gens. So this is all the kind of stuff that they're actually going to be going over, just after this in the Realm Beyond segment. And I think it's going to be a lot of really interesting stuff that they can cover because we're not done yet. On top of all of that, I mean, one more thing that I don't think we ever stop with is just our live design and constantly tweaking it.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like we, as we do for the Game House and for the Realm Beyond, keeping and maintaining what we have, making it better, improving it. The gameplay will just follow the same rule this year. So basically, we're taking the core mechanics that we have, and we're going to make them better, to change them, to tweak them, redesign them. The idea behind this is you have been a player for a long time, for several years now. I'm sure of that.
Definitely a few.
Yeah, we want to keep you interested. We want you to connect to Dead by Daylight and just say, okay, I'm going to play something different tonight. I'm going to discover something, and it's going to be exciting. And this is what we're looking for with changing the mechanics that are already there. We have mechanics that have been there for such a long time. It's time that we put some love on them. I'm not going to enter into the details right now because Matthew Spriggan is going to do it way more better than me.
I think that's totally fair. There's honestly, whenever I look in some of the notes for some of the design changes, it really gets into it. And I know our very engaged fans are, they're reading every little bit, and it's amazing the things that we can do to keep all of these characters and elements feeling fresh. That's the core of DBD, right? It's getting to match. You don't know what you're going to find, but we want to make sure that you have a good time.
Exactly.
I think that's really just to sum up all the pillars quite nicely, I'd say.
Yes.
So we've got tons of segments coming, and I mean, stay tuned for all this to hear more about the Realm Beyond, about live design, community, everything. Stay tuned for the entire broadcast. We're happy to have you here.
The choices you make as you travel into the fog are of the utmost importance. Now go and make that choice. Type either number 1 or number 2 into the chat. Make your whispers heard, and you will be rewarded.
everyone. My name is Kayla. You might know me as Cauliflower. My question for the audience is, which map animal is just begging for some in-depth lore? Is it Maurice? Is it Mr. Moo Moo, the cow in Larry's, the hospital bed? You might not even know that there's a cow in the hospital bed. Or is it Wingy McFlapflaps from Dead Dog Saloon? Personally, I'm gonna have to go with Moo Moo. It's a cow in a hospital bed. I need to know more. While I'm here, I just wanted to give a little shout out to my community, my Dragon Army. Thank you guys so much for supporting me over these years with my Dead by Daylight content. And thank you to the devs for creating a game that has so much staying power, has so many incredible licenses. You guys have done some crazy amazing things. So thank you, because I've been able to base my career on that, and it's been huge. So thank you. Congrats on 5 years. And here's to 5 more.
Hey everyone, I'm Poppers. I do have a question for everyone. If you had to choose between chocolate or vanilla escape cake, what one would you want? For me, I feel like I would want a chocolate escape cake. I don't know why, but I love chocolate. Vanilla would be pretty yummy too though. Alright, enough about cake. I also want to thank all the DVD devs and the Dead by Daylight community for being so awesome to me over all the years of playing, streaming, and hanging out with everyone. I really hope everyone has an amazing 5-year anniversary. And yo, remember, if you're comfy, you're winning. Have a lovely day.
Hey everyone, I'm the King, and I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today, I have a question for you guys in the Twitch poll chat, and that question is, what noise does the Wraith's bell make? Is it bing bong, ding dong, or kling clong? I also want to wish Dead by Daylight a happy 5th year anniversary. Thank you for all of the years of fun and enjoyment and bringing everybody together. Thank you to the devs for all the hard work that you've put in over the years, and shout out to our community as well. I hope you guys got your answers in and enjoy the rest of the show.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Ayo! What a Maya!
She fell the fuck off, chat.
Okay. There she is. She's somewhat. All right. Dude.
Beach! No! Steve!
Holy fuck, dude.
Oh my god, what? I didn't know
here? Honey, that's your own fault. Why were you here?
Thank all you guys so much for coming out today. That was a fun event. Hope you all have a great day, and hopefully I'll catch you all tonight for the PTV, some Nemesis game. Alright guys, y'all take it easy. Later.